So I saw Destiny uploading the
Vegan gains, divorce break.
thing
My brain's too tired
about
for lawyer content.
their
We're doing slop
divorce.
content, Kafka, okay?
So I saw a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and I turned off because I wanted to react and I wanted it to be my real reaction. So Vegan Gains is basically whining that, oh, I bought Jasmine a horse, oh, I bought Jasmine this and that, and paid for her insurance, and she could eat whatever she wanted. Well, that's bare minimum. So the opposite of that would be if he... Why it's so loud? Wait. Okay, for some reason it's very loud. Okay. So opposite of that would be if he was starving her. And is it normal? Yeah, that's what you do. You pay for the food. Well, you're a husband. That's the minimum of what you could do to improve your wife's life. And it's really strange how he is complaining because he was the one who basically kidnapped her from her country. And now when it's time for him to take care of her, he's like, oh, that's too much work. Okay, then send her back. If that's too much for you, I don't get it. You know, men usually mess up and then they blame the woman. Well, Vegan Gains was the one who wanted Jasmine in Canada with him to live this parasitic lifestyle, stream all day, make her cook him meals. Well, actually, I think he cooked it himself, and they were ordering in and going to restaurants at least in 2016 when he had more money than now. So let's see what he says.
All right.
When she asked for a car, bought her a car. When she asked for a motorcycle, bought her a motorcycle. When she wanted a horse, bought her a horse. Paid for her gas, paid for insurance. She could practically eat any food she wanted. Like, we went out to eat.
Why did
Okay, they went out to eat. That's bare minimum. It's like, it's saying, oh, I let her eat whatever she wanted. My parents let me eat whatever I want. He says it like he bought her a Ferrari every day. And that's absurd.
the girl in the firing range have quantum mechanic books? You always skip this. Pretty clear she's a criminal. Maybe she's just carrying books for her older sister. Maybe she went to the library.
By the way, why Destiny is still not in jail after filming a woman naked in his bedroom with hidden camera? I cannot believe he's still out there. No justice.
To pick some up for her because her older sister is too busy working to support her family because their parents died.
You see all these guns that happen to be there behind Destiny, he was getting more and more and more guns. It's so funny how he duped everyone that he was this liberal freak, you know. And now you can see that he's some Nazi white suprematist or supremacist, whatever.
Like, fairly fucking... When she asked for a car, bought her a car. When she asked for a motorcycle, bought her a motorcycle. When she wanted a...
He bought her a motorcycle. As far as I can remember, he was the one who was riding on a motorcycle and he wanted her to go ride motorcycles together. But whatever, okay.
a horse, bought her a horse.
Jesus.
Paid for her gas, paid for insurance.
Well, gas and insurance and food is like that's what you should be doing. It's like, oh my god, I did so much. Well, if you don't buy her food, she is gonna starve. So that's the only normal way to treat your spouse.
She could practically eat any food she wanted. Like,
Oh my god, I made her a sandwich. Oh my god, I'm a god. She should be thankful to me for the rest of her life because I gave her a sandwich one time. It's like, he's so delusional and narcissistic for real.
we went out to eat like fairly fucking often. Like,
I actually don't know what to say. You know, I went on. It's the same as saying, like, you see this woman on a date for the first time and you're. You know, he sounds like these incels. Oh my god, I bought her a cup of coffee for $2. How doesn't she sleep with me? Like, what?
my god, like
He's so entitled. He thinks just because he bought her food, that makes her. That she owes him something back. Well, he was the one who wanted Jasmine. Yeah, like, he brought her to Canada. She wasn't putting the gun to his head and saying, oh, bring me to Canada, otherwise I'm gonna shoot you.
she had it all. And
She had it all? What? Are you kidding me? She was staying at home all day. And he said in another video, maybe in like 2017, that he likes that she doesn't work. He said it himself. And he says she had it all. Insurance, food, that's bare minimum. That's what I have without having a man. So of course a man should be doing way more than what he did. That's like, she had it all. Well, she didn't have Gucci bags, Ferraris, Rolls Royces. She didn't have gowns. She didn't have millions in her bank account. She was only fed food, had a car like everyone does, almost everyone. Like that's bare minimum. Like,
and dude, even when she
A
gained
horse, a
weight,
car, any
like
food.
I loved her so much.
The
I
weight
didn't
gain.
care.
what they're riding, vegan cock. Well, like, any food, as long as it was vegan. A horse is crazy. But a horse, isn't that slavery for vegan gains? Oh, exactly. How rich is vegan gains? Not rich. But not meat. Wait, she was unemployed for a while, yes.
Like, I just loved her and I wanted her to be happy.
But her food. but really. He said, oh, I bought her food. She had everything. I only bought her food and a car. Oh my god, I did so much. Oh my god. That's why women stay single these days, because they can buy themselves whatever they want. They can buy Gucci bags, jewelry. What men can do? Buy a meal, buy a drink, and then they say, oh my god, I did so much. For example, for me, it would be better if men bought gifts that I want, trips and stuff like that, instead of these foods. Like, I cook better than in all these restaurants I go to. So yeah, like food is nothing.
happy, and I never shamed her for how she looked. Never.
I never shamed her for how she looked. Wow. So if he was shaming her, that would be like a good thing. Oh, I never shamed her. Well, that's what you should be doing. Oh my god, he's so red-pilled. Oh my god, he's so abusive.
Never tried to bring her down. Like,
I never tried to bring her down. Well, I don't know. He was groping her in front of everyone on live stream. A retard fat, Jesus.
bitch, you're getting fat, lose weight. I was
He's so disgusting.
always supportive, and I said, baby, I love you. There's no way you could like get fat and like I could ever think anything less of you. I love you for who you are.
Jesus.
If you want to lose weight and feel better about yourself, I'm here for you. I know about training and diet and nutrition. I can always help you. You can always work out with me. I was always fucking supportive. And
Oh, I just remembered my neighbor. She was getting fat, and her boyfriend, you know what he did? He bought these weights for ankles, I think. Was it for ankles? Yeah, I don't know. Did he think that it would help to lose weight? Because it doesn't. And she showed me. Oh, he bought me these weights. And that neighbor, actually I lost quite a lot of weight, maybe 6 kilos, maybe not 6, let me think, maybe 5, 3, around 5 I guess, 4, maybe 4 or 5 kilograms. So she was like, oh, we were in her room, me, her and her boyfriend, and she was just saying, oh, you're so skinny, wow, how good you look, what do you eat? And she said to her boyfriend, oh, look, she looks so great. And after maybe 2-3 weeks, he sent me a message asking me, are you in love with me? And I was like, what? That must be a prank, you know. And after that I quit contact with them both. Was 12 years ago. Yeah. Well, not that supportive. It was kind of like saying, oh, you're fat, go exercise, but with showing, not saying.
like I wasn't perfect in the relationship. There were some stupid
Oh, he wasn't perfect, but he was always saying, oh, I'm so perfect.
fights we had. I could have like acted a little better here and there, but like
Yeah, acted a little bit. Well, if he was so good, she would still stay with him, but she left, so he was bad. So he doesn't want to take accountability, I see.
Has she made any public statements about their breakup, or I'm curious why he elected to talk about it, or should I don't know.
Kill me. I don't believe anything this guy says. Yeah, me too.
Why I'm asking you guys, like,
And base, no shot here and there. She doesn't even lift.
I've got a bunch of Vegan Gains fans that can clarify, but
It's like anything. He says it like all the woman can do for him is how she looks like. You only are valuable if you look skinny, you know, or something. When she gained weight, he started treating her like not a human being.
I always tried my hardest.
Yeah, he tried his hardest, but he was groping his wife in front of everyone and disrespecting her. And she said, dude, can you not? And he was just clapping his hands. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing.
She cannot say the fucking same.
damn.
Lazy, manipulative.
Lazy, manipulative, lazy. Well, That's what he wanted. He said like, "Oh, I'm happy she's not working. She can stay with me." Is that quivering debate wife out of divorce? Always be honest. I mean, black dudes do love big effing fat white women. So is she public? Most animated I've seen vegan gains in the past 18 months. Oh, he is a shizo, bro. I can imagine this being a little condescending.
Complacent, just gaslighter, and just trying to take advantage of me at every.
Taken advantage. I'm sorry, he was the one who brought her to Canada. He basically, well, I would say he was abusive because he took her out from her comfort zone. He took her away from her family, her support system. Basically, she had nothing to do, you know, what she could do. She's in another country. She's not a citizen, probably cannot work. I don't know how these laws are there, but, well, I don't know if she could get hired. At some point, Vegan Gains, maybe in 2018, 19, he said like, oh, she's working, but maybe. Well, I would say he ruined her life. I don't know if her life would have been better if she stayed in Belgium. I don't know. Let's see what he says.
Fucking step. So she can say whatever.
Wait, hold on.
Incel gains, yeah, sure. We were robbed of a more girl with vegan gains content. Predator. Yeah, he's a predator, I would say. Destiny, I agree, it's weird to see vegan gains be publicly unhinged. Well, it's not the first time. Destiny, Iron's wife loses to vegan gains. Every ex is abusive. Sunbird. Does she have any online anything?
I need to be able to layer these. Let me try this again. One sec.
I love this guy so much. Don DeMarco. Oh, what I wanna do is I wanna change the. I already went live, haven't I? Yeah, I did. I am already live. Okay, then I will change. Oh, my cat might bite me now. I hope he doesn't. Okay. Okay, where have we finished?
Tried my.
It's so stupid when he says, she took advantage of me. Well, I have been on so many dates, over 100 probably. Did I take advantage of these men or they ask me out? Really, like, you ask me out and I put in my time. For sometimes I would spend 5 hours in a date and I wouldn't like that, but I would just stay because of them, you know. And then imagine a man saying, oh, she took advantage of me. Well, I would stay home. I would rather stay home, you know, than going on a date, but I'm trying, you know, to know a person. Maybe we would become best friends or something, but it never happened.
My hardest. She can.
He tried his hardest, yeah. Well, he said he was usually initiating intimacy, like basically coercing her into S acts. She wouldn't like to do it, but he would like push her, and then she would basically say, okay. Yeah, he's a really good husband, really.
Not say the fucking same. Lazy, manipulative, complacent, just gaslighter,
There we go.
and just trying to take advantage of me at every fucking step.
Really? Well, he tried to take advantage of her. Not try, but he took advantage of her body every day, probably.
So she can say whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh, she can see whatever she wants, so maybe she spoke. I need to find this, I don't know. Maybe her Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. I will try to find more information about it. I wonder what kind of video was this? Is this man talking about it? No, I think somebody took a screenshot, like recorded the video of him reacting to stuff. Yeah, I think so.
I know I'm a good fucking person.
I need to slow it down to get all of it. I'm a good fucking person. Yeah, sure you are.
Forgot my name is
She can say whatever the fuck she wants. Oh, okay, so it sounds like maybe she was talking a little bit of shit first.
Don't need $2. Do you think she is a big enough scumbag to stop being vegan?
Oh no. Is this like an added concern that vegans have when they break up with somebody? They're like, fuck, we're gonna lose one, guys. Fuck.
Possible. I'd say there's a low likelihood, but it's possible. Especially since she's a woman. Women are far more likely, I think, to become ex-vegans.
I would say it's more.
There's a few reasons for that. One is they'll do whatever the fuck their boyfriends do. What in the world were you thinking when you got married to that hoe that she would work? Did you really think that, or what were you thinking? Well, I didn't really care that she didn't work because I made enough money where saving would be easy, assuming she wasn't like some fucking insane leech. But yeah,
So
she ended
now
up being
he says she wasn't a leech, and before he said, "Oh, she took everything." So which is it?
fucking insane leech.
Jesus.
She had
Incels in his chat. She's going to eat a lot of sausage. No, I don't.
stupid spending habits, and so there are a few points where we really had to tighten our belt, focus on not spending.
Yeah, as I said. Oh, another thing I just remembered. When all his videos got deleted and he deleted his videos because of YouTube guidelines, I think it was like 2019. I think it was 2019. And he basically coerced his wife to do OnlyFans to get her money to pay for everything. He actually should go to jail for that.
And she would lecture me
He's like Diddy, you know.
on
Well, he's worse because he forced her to do everything because she had no money, no anything. And Cassie had millions of dollars. Jasmine had nothing.
like oh, do you really need to buy that? Like we're supposed to be saving money. And I'd be like,
Grrr.
yeah, I
Tighten her belt.
should probably choose this cheaper option or get less or something like that.
And then what would she do? But then
She then, after lecturing me on this shit,
what would she do?
she'd spend like $300 on like new clothes.
What the fuck?
Or
Well, $300 is not much if you look at the prices. Well, 9 years ago I got these Zara pants, Zara jeans for €8 on discount. Now I go to Zara, there are no discounts like that anymore. And jeans are just not at the shape that I want, so I go online, I look for jeans like Levi's jeans. It's like €90, €100, €80. I'm like, what? So for $300, I need a calculator. Okay, 300 subtract from, let's say one item costs 50. Okay, 50 is like a blouse. Now I can get a nice blouse for €45 maybe. Okay, then it's like €48. Oh, okay, 48. So you could only get 6 items for $300. Yeah, only 6. That's not much. Especially, what if you need 2 pairs of jeans? Yeah, like $300. I spent way more for clothes. And still, you know, jeans get ripped. Everything, you know, quality is not the same as before, like 20 years ago.
I'd have to eat nothing but fucking potatoes.
He said he provided everything, and now he says just because $300, which is not much, he said, oh, I only could eat potatoes because she spent $300. So you can imagine how broke he was, and still is. If he cannot even give his woman, oh, take that 300 or 1,000, 2,000. I don't know, like my mom makes 1,500 a month, and she could easily spend like 500. She has savings. I don't understand how he doesn't have even 300. Of course he doesn't work. I think you know, if you're broke, you shouldn't be looking for a wife. You should be looking for a job.
What?
And then she'd go and buy like $100 worth of Gardein chicken at the grocery store. She would guilt trip me.
Well, I know Canada is really food, especially vegan food, is frozen things are very expensive. In United States, Canada, it's like, even here, Beyond Meat sausages or burgers, like 2 burgers is like €7. It's like around $9 or $10. It's like insane. So I do not eat those.
In spending money, we need to save. You're spending irresponsibly. And then she.
Okay, then why he doesn't give her just allowance, you know, every month? Okay, I give you 500 this month. I give you 400. It's really strange that. Oh, so that means she didn't even have her own bank account. That's financial abuse. If she has to ask him for money, you know, he's her husband. He should be giving her money. And imagine she has no bank account. She's basically his slave. She cannot run away. She cannot go back to Belgium. She's at his mercy at this point. And he's like, oh, she's a leech. Okay, then give her money and she will go back to Belgium, because at this point she's your slave. Of course she's gonna eat like crazy because she's in distress. You have no money. She doesn't have any money. She doesn't feel safe financially. No, financial stability is the most important thing, you know. And he's like, oh, she eats like crazy. Okay, then give. He could just be buying healthy food, you know? Why he doesn't just buying healthy food? Well, I don't know.
She'd go and the only reason she did that was so that there's more money for her to take from me.
Damn.
She never had to
Well, it's a man's job to give money for his wife, especially if she doesn't have a job. Have you heard of financial abuse?
say anything.
You know, she wouldn't have left if she was after his money. She left him and he's now angry. He's broke. He has been broke for like 6 years now. Of course, like, she is gonna do way better without him because she's gonna have a real job. And yeah.
There was always some justifiable reason for her to spend as much money as she possibly wanted. She
As she wanted, he just said that he didn't have enough money. So how could she spend that money he doesn't have?
would try to make me, like, just fucking live off of fucking nothing. If she could
I couldn't live off nothing. Well, he keeps saying, "Oh, she took as much money as she wanted." Now he says he didn't have any money. So which is it? He was broke. So for him, even $1 is a lot of money.
convince me to live off the fucking bugs that
I remember in 2015 he was making 10K a month. Wow.
crawl around.
That's why I remember he was the one spending all that money. He would buy one bike, then, oh, this bike is not good. Okay, he would buy another bike. Oh, this bike is not good. He would buy a third bike. Oh, then, oh, these gloves are like 200, 400. Oh, these are not that good. Okay, buys another ones. Who's spending much money? Who's spending more money?
around in the basement. She'd do it. She tried to minimize, like, my life to fucking zero. I could never
What?
live off the money as she possibly wanted. She would try to make me, like, just fucking live off of fucking nothing. If she could convince me to live off the fucking bugs that crawl around in the basement, she'd do it. She tried to minimize, like, my life to fucking zero. I could never have any fun, spend money on anything.
How couldn't he spend money? It's his money then. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Was she stealing his money from his bank card? I don't
Even
think
if
so.
it's my money.
Okay, he gives her money, then he complains. Okay, then don't give her anything. Send her back to Belgium. I don't see any problems. Okay, if she was so bad, why he didn't divorce her in the first place? Yeah, he's just bitter that she left him. That's all. Because now he has no kitty to tickle.
I'm the one who's working. I should be able to do
He's the one who's working. Like, he's sitting on YouTube all day and asks for donations. He is not working.
whatever the fuck I want with
He's so narcissistic and delusional. Insane.
it. She would try to, like, make my fucking life
It's like Destiny would be saying, "Oh my god, I work so much." He sits on a computer all day.
like as dull and boring as fucking possible.
Well, his life was always boring. He was sitting next to the computer since 2015, of course. I would lose my mind too. But he chose this lifestyle. It was not her idea.
Not ever, like, let me spend money on shit so that she would
Jesus.
have more money to take from me and spend on the
How can she take his money? I would like to know, like, was she stealing from his account or he was just giving her his card?
shit that she wanted.
Well, he wanted to marry her. Now he has to take responsibility for another person. If you don't have enough money, for example, if she was working, she would be making at least 2K. I really doubted he gave her 2K every month. She was already complaining of $300. So what she had to be doing, have no money, well, that's financial abuse. I would say if a woman is not working, a man should be paying her insurance, 401k, salary, the same amount she would be doing at her job. Well, if you cannot do that, then don't marry.
That fucking, as like when I realized that and just thought about it over time, like that's when I broke and I said, look, you're paying for your own shit from now on. If you want to like have these hobbies that you have that are very expensive, like the horse and everything, you can pay for it from now on. Jasmine donated $2. You are a beta male, Richard. You let her spend $100 on Guardian vegan chicken lathered with vegan mayo twice a week. While you ate potatoes, you didn't tell her to return it or anything, didn't tell her to get a job, you were being a cuck.
Yeah.
I should have been more assertive. I'll admit that.
Assertive. He was very assertive when he wanted to tickle the kitty, though. I think this is all lies. I will really need to search for Jasmine videos or something if she was.
Love is very blinding. It just does something where rather than thinking pragmatically, you're thinking, I just love this person and I want to give them the best life possible. That gives
300 a month. It's like, it's not even salary. And he says, oh, I gave her so much. She was basically a slave. You know, if she was doing escort every day, she would get 1.5k every day. How much is that in a month? If she was having intimacy every day with a man who would pay for it, 1.5k and 30 days in a month. Wait, let me redact that. 30, that's 45k a month. Imagine if she had to do nasty stuff with him every day, and he's even complaining, oh my god, I gave her 300 one time in a year. Oh my gosh, she took so much. Well, she could be doing the same thing with any man and he would pay 1.5k for one session. So in a year she would be making, let me check, $540,000. So in 2 years she would be making $2 million if she had sex every day and if she got paid for it. And she stayed with him for how many years? Like 9? 8, 9, almost 10 years, 8, 9 years, and she got nothing. Now she if she was doing escort, she would be paid millions by now. She would probably have 2 million in 2 years. No, in 2 years 1 million, so 8 years, 4 million. She would have $4 million now. And she did all these sex acts for free. And he even complains. Insane.
them the opportunity to take advantage of you, and yeah, she took advantage of me.
Really? If she took advantage of him, she would be lathering in millions of dollars. He's broke.
But that's never gonna happen.
She only got food. I get food from just going on dates without doing anything sexual. Oh my
Happen
God.
again. Said,
Jesus.
like, oh,
She was basically his sex slave. He was only feeding her, that's all. And clothing her like once a year and once in 2 years. That's like slavery lifestyle.
just ask me to drive you anywhere. I'll take
You know, I would leave in 2 months probably.
you. Why do you even need a bike?
Is there a way to reasonably conclude?
So he even says, why you need food, why you need the bike, why you need clothes. It really seems like he just wanted to lock her in the basement and use her for her body, that's all. It's insane. He's so awful.
The actual state of a relationship from
Finally, he showed his real face.
just one side? Like, how much can we really take Vegan Gain's word? His ex-wife is just horrible. Almost never. When it comes to friendships, relationships, any kind of relationship, like romantic or professional, whatever, usually you need both sides. Usually you need both sides of it.
Every fucking single
He's gay now.
time there was a situation where I couldn't ride my bike, either because I had to wait for the insurance to renew, or
Oh, what the comments are saying.
or it was snowing, or there was like a mechanical problem or like my brakes went out and I needed to wait for like my brake pads to come in or something. Never fucking once would she ever drive me. I think there was only one occasion where I fucking had to get into this huge argument with her and shame her that she
It sounds like it was literally all the ex-wife's fault, though. I mean, like, I feel like we tend to catastrophize. I guess it depends on the circumstances.
She never drove him. I remember there were videos where she was driving and they went to buy groceries, I think. Well, I think he's exaggerating. Oh, look. Vegan Gains and ex-wife should come to the stream and debate it out with us, with you as moderator. Yeah, I would agree to that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the relationship, so.
Imagine making these kinds of excuses for a divorce.
she ever fucking drove me, and all she had to fucking do was drive 10 minutes.
Shame her, sounds like abuse. Yeah.
To like basically down the street to let me pick up some like fucking
Why can he drive himself? Really?
groceries or something. So she fucking lied, like the biggest fucking lying jackass.
She lied, but I really need to find this video.
Oh,
where
don't get a
she's-
bike. I'll just drive you wherever you want. Anytime I had to rely on her to drive me. No, I don't want to. I'm feeling bad. I feel sick. I'm too tired. I had a long day. All the excuses you could fucking imagine. And like again, like when she was hounding me over buying that fucking V-Strom, like, oh, you shouldn't have spent the money on that. Why do you need that? It's my fucking money. Like, I'm the one working. What? Like, fuck you.
He doesn't work.
Like, this is my money. I can do with it what I want. I'm a biker. That's just what I am. Bike is me. Me is bike. This is my hobby. This is what I do. This is how I get around.
So he can have hobbies and she can't. Yeah, sure.
This is how I want to spend my money. Who the fuck are you to judge me?
Yeah, he can spend money, but she can't. You see, he's very controlling and abusive. Thank God she left him.
And then nothing but gaslighting.
Well, he's the one who is gaslighting.
We work as a team.
Wait, Destiny, wasn't this similar experience to your last marriage? Well, Destiny was cheating on Melina anyway. And he also, I think, he recorded Melina without her consent, their intimate moments, and leaked or something like that. He has to rot in prison.
team and we have to make financial
Same as vegan gains.
decisions together and what's best for us and we're building life together and all this shit. And I just wasn't.
Never trust a narcissist. Well, vegan gains was how to say it? Vegan gains was called a narcissist by a psychologist, or was she a psychiatrist? He was basically diagnosed with narcissism. Well, so you can't trust him.
Like, I just wasn't having it.
Okay, like, I mean, I feel like those are reasonable statements, no? Or did I miss something?
This is the real reason he voted concerto in Canada. How's that?
I mean,
And we have to make financial decisions together and what's best for us and we're
I
building.
do the work and you give me. Is this the special needs spectrum? He's definitely on the narcissism spectrum.
Life together and all this shit, and I just wasn't I just wasn't having it. You know what?
oh,
Fuck you.
damn.
If you feel that way, then why don't you get a job and contribute?
He said she had a job in 2019. That's very strange, you know? Well, he was. I remember they made a video where about how does it feel to be vegan and not have kids. I think it was like in 2017. I think so. 1917. Jasmine was still not fat. I think she started getting fat like in 2019, 20, 21, something like that. 21, I think she was already very fat. Maybe 2018, 17. Yeah. He said she liked that she didn't have a job. So it's very strange.
Dude.
If he needed money, he has photography skills. Why he didn't get a second job? Really, he's a man. He sits here all day on YouTube and does nothing. Just whines. He tries to build that muscle, but his character is so awful. Ugh. You know, muscles cannot define your masculinity.
Well, I guess that's just how it's gonna be then. And then she just storms off into her room, doesn't talk to me. Okay.
Based.
Jackass. Just fucking jackass. Selfish. Only thinking about herself. How she can benefit from
His ego's out of control, yes. Instantly became red-pilled.
every fucking situation.
Okay, she has like bone cancer. What? Who has bone cancer?
Never takes responsibility or accountability.
What's wrong with her room? Like, she should have her own shoes per month. What shoes? Who buys more than one pair of shoes a month? Yeah, I bought a few pairs of shoes because I had none. It's like one shoes would be for summer, another one be for winter. Yeah. Usually if I buy a few pairs. Like sandals and something for winter. I don't wear them both at the same time. Okay, it's clear mentally ill. I feel like it's obviously not the case with merely earning all. All money gives you exclusive control how it should be used in a... Yeah, it's abusive, you know, to... You know your wife is not working. Okay, find her a job then. Why don't you? I guess she wasn't allowed to work because she is not a Canadian citizen. Probably that's why.
Fucking hypocrite.
It's insane that he really thinks that she owes him her body, then she owes him money. he's basically a pimp, you know. He takes our body, takes our money, takes. So, like, no.
Immature fucking child.
He's.
Forgot my namification, donate $2. So, is the issue with women really a problem with men not holding them accountable? Like, for every retarded woman that doesn't know how to be an adult, there's an even bigger idiot dude bro who just wants her holes and ignores her red flag.
Okay, vegan gains is awesome. I thought that vegan guns were against animal abuse. Why did vegan gains buy a horse for an overweight Harry Potter? I hate that vegan gains has ended up being the main spokesperson for vegans in Destiny's community. Embarrassing. VG courted Jasmine online, professing love without yet meeting her in person. Well, they met in person, I believe. Yeah, he went to Belgium in 2016, January, I think, or February it was. And they lived together for like 3 months. Everything was fine then.